Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. Thank you so much for joining me today for this chair yoga class. Today we're just using a chair and our yoga mat. Please place your chair in the center of the mat so you have room to move in front of the chair and also behind. We will be doing a few standing poses. Let's begin class by coming seated forward in our chair, glutes on the chair, hamstrings off the chair, having that 90-degree bend at the knees, feet flat on the floor. Roll your shoulders back and down, relaxing the shoulders, placing the hands on your lap. Sitting nice and tall here, closing your eyes, notice your posture. Bring your attention down to your breath. Noticing when you inhale, do you allow the chest to rise and then the belly to rise? Exhaling, belly falls and then chest falls. Spend the next 3 rounds of breath noticing if you're breathing deeply. Doing a scan of our body now, starting at the crown of our head, working down to our toes. Noticing any areas we need to be mindful of as we move this practice today. So it could be an old injury or a new injury that may crop up for you today. Please remember, if there's any pose we're doing that feels uncomfortable or doesn't feel right, you do not need to do the pose. It's important to always keep yourself safe during this practice. Completing our body scan, bringing our attention once again to our breath, and moving on to our 4 square breathing exercise. Starting with an inhale through the nose of 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale, retain, inhale, retain, exhale, retain. Inhaling, notice your posture, retain. Exhale, retain. Returning now to your regular breath and noticing for the next 3 rounds of breath if you're breathing deeply. Gently opening your eyes. Let's begin by rolling out the wrists today. Keeping the wrists healthy. We spend a lot of time on our phones and our computers. It's important to work on the wrists, and let's roll in the opposite direction. This time making a stop sign with one hand, bringing gentle pressure to the fingers just until you feel the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. Breathing deeply here. One more breath. Let's relax the hand and lower the fingers, and once again, gentle pressure to the fingers, feeling the sensation of the stretch along the top of the wrist. In this class, no matter what the pose is, we always stop at the first sensation of the stretch to stay safe. That's our current range of motion. One more breath here. And let's change hands, making that stop sign, gentle pressure of the fingers, feeling the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. One more breath. Relax and lower the fingers, and once again, gentle pressure, feeling the stretch along the top of the wrist. One more breath here. And let's roll out the wrists and the opposite direction. Now we're going to draw our palms together, lifting your elbows nice and high. We're going to lower the fingers forward, squeezing the palms together, bringing back to center, and this time lowering the fingers towards the body. That's where you're going to need to lift the elbows. Squeezing the palms of the hands together. Come back to center. Fingers forward, squeezing. Come back to center, lift the elbows and fingers towards the body, squeezing. Coming back to center. Now we're going to relax one hand and we're going to press against that hand with the opposite hand. One more breath. Let's come to center. And this time change into the opposite side. Relax one hand and press against with the opposite hand. One more breath. Coming to center. This time we're going to lower our fingers forward. Bring the backs of the hands together and bring the fingers towards the body to come back into our heart center pose. So once again, fingers forward, backs of hands together, fingers come towards the body to come back into our starting position. Now do this at your own pace, just remembering the fingers are coming towards the body to come back into our starting position. Let's do one more. We're going to pause here. And once again, lift those elbows slightly. We're going to do the same thing in the opposite direction. This time fingers come slightly towards the body. Backs of the hands together. And now fingers flip away to come into our starting position. So again, slowly, fingers towards the body. Backs of the hands together. And fingers flip away to come into our starting position. Now just do this at your own pace. Remembering the fingers this time are coming towards the body to come back into our starting position. Let's do one more. Stopping in our starting position. And now engage all the muscles in your fingers and palms of your hands. This is star fingers. Feeling all the muscles, spreading the fingers really wide, engaging all the muscles. Relax the hand. We're going to grab onto a large jump rope and we're skipping forward. So rotating the hands in this direction. Two more. And now back to star fingers, spreading those fingers wide, engaging all the muscles in the fingers and the palms of the hands. One more breath. Relax the hands, grab that jump rope again, changing directions, skipping backwards. So now bringing the hands towards the body as we rotate. Two more. And one last time, star fingers, really engaging all the muscles. Relax the hand and let's shake it out. Jazz hands. Beautiful. Now we're going to start bringing our arms in front of the body. We're going to draw both arms back as we exhale. Forward as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time backs to the hands face each other. Pushing away. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale push. Inhale forward. Exhale push. Inhale forward. Beautiful. Lowering the arms for just a moment. Shrug. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Shrug. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. And one more. Shrug. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Beautiful. Now let's begin by having our arms in a cactus pose. We're going to lower the hands so palms are now shining towards the mat. Come back up into this upper position, down and up, down and up, keeping those elbows up high, keeping this movement going. We'll do two more. Beautiful. This time we're going to lower, and this will be our new starting position. We're going to lower the hands down, fingers point towards the mat, come back into neutral. Lower down, neutral, lower, neutral, lower, neutral, lower, neutral, lower, neutral. Let's combine it. Let's take it up to the middle and lower, to the middle, up, to the middle, lower, to the middle, and up. Beautiful. Let's lower the hands down. Let's do a nice fluid movement, alternating side to side, reaching up overhead, looking up at the ceiling as that hand comes over the body. Just bringing nice movement into the spine. Let's do two more singles. Beautiful. And bringing the hands down to the lap once again. Let's roll the shoulders, releasing any tension you might have in the shoulders. Let's roll in the opposite direction. We're going to take one hand to the opposite knee, bringing the other hand behind you on the chair. I want you to sit nice and tall. Exhale, twist, look over your shoulder. Noticing the tightness as we first move into this twist. We're going to stay here for 8 rounds of breath. I want you to notice what breath number you're on when you begin to realize your back is relaxing. One more breath here. Slowly begin to relax and come seated forward once again. So did you notice what breath number you were on when the back started to relax in that direction? Let's work on the opposite side, bringing hand to the opposite knee, other hand behind you on the chair. Sit nice and tall. Exhale and twist, holding here 8 rounds of breath. And notice what breath number you're on this time when this side of the body begins to relax. One more breath here. And slowly unwind, coming back into our starting position. Now, you might have noticed that you reached maybe breath number 6 on this side, maybe breath number 4 on that side, maybe they were both the same. Just take note. It's interesting to notice one side of our body to the other, the differences we might have that we wouldn't notice in our everyday life. So let's bring our feet just slightly forward, toes pointed out on a diagonal. We're going to take our elbows and bring them down to our knees. So once your elbows are set on your knees, I want you to rotate one arm, looking through the fingers at the ceiling, holding here for 6 rounds of breath. One more breath here. Slowly rotate the elbow back down to the knee and changing sides, rotating the arm up, looking through the fingers, 6 rounds of breath. One more breath. Slowly rotating down, changing sides, this time 3 rounds of breath. Slowly rotating down, changing sides, 3 rounds of breath. Slowly rotating down, let's do 6 singles. At your own pace, rotating down after you're looking through the fingers at the ceiling. Last one. And holding the elbows here. Now taking the hands, sliding them all the way down to our ankles. This is a modified forward fold. I want you to focus on relaxing the back side of the body. So starting at the low back, moving up to mid back, upper back, shoulders, neck, and head. Relaxing the back side of the body. Holding on to the feet for support, breathing deeply. Two more rounds of breath here. Slowly allow the fingers to glide up the legs. We're going to come back seated very slowly. Beautiful. And now bring your feet back in once again so you have that 90-degree bend at your knees. We're going to take our hands to our hips. We're just going to do a rotation in one direction, making a nice circle. One more rotation, and then pause, and let's rotate in the opposite direction. One more circle, and pause, Beautiful. Now taking your hands down to both sides of the chair, picking up one foot, let's roll out the ankle in one direction. And if you notice any snap, crackle, pop sounds, that's okay. It's just air moving around, nothing to worry about. Let's roll in the other direction. And now let's touch the toe down, pointing the toe, and then touch the heel down, flexing the foot. Pointing, flexing, pointing, flexing, pointing, flexing. One more time, pointing and flexing. Setting that foot down, now picking up the opposite foot, rolling the ankle in one direction. Sitting tall in our chair, not using our backrest. Let's roll the other way. Once again, put your toe down to the mat, point, heel down for a flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. One more time, point, flex. Beautiful, and bringing your feet flat once again. Sitting nice and tall in the chair, still holding on to both sides of the chair. We're going to flex one foot, and we're just going to do an external rotation. Just a nice external rotation here, making those small circles, keeping the foot flexed. 2 more. Pausing, and now doing an internal rotation. 2 more. Beautiful, setting that foot down. Now flexing the other foot, rotating externally. 2 more. And pausing and rotating internally. 2 more. Beautiful, and setting that foot down. Now for a few rounds of cow and cat breath, using our arms, starting with our palms shining forward at the side of our body. Inhaling, lifting chest and gaze to the sky for cow. Exhaling, arching the back to the back of the chair for cat. Inhale, rising the chest and gaze for cow. Exhale, arching, gazing down for cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, looking up, holding the arms overhead. Exhale and twist to one side. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist the opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Now the arms come into a T position. We're going to bring one hand to the sky as the other hand comes down by our chair. So exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Beautiful. Let's lower those arms down. Now we're going to bring our heel forward, touch our toe close to our chair. So heel touches down and then toe. And we're just going to walk this out to the side. Feeling the quad engaged as we do this. Walking forward. Walking out to the side again. Walking forward. Beautiful. And pausing. Let's change sides, starting with that heel touch far, toe close, heel and toe. And now let's walk out to the side. Walk forward. Walk out to the side. And walk forward. One more here. And place that foot down. Beautiful. Let's roll the shoulders to the back of the room. And rolling the shoulders the opposite way. Beautiful. I'm going to have you take your hand and start at the shoulder and just work in towards the neck. And just notice if you're holding any stress or tension in the shoulders today. Just gently massaging as you work your hand back and forth. Let's do once more in each direction. And then relaxing that hand, placing it on your lap, and starting on the other side at the shoulder, working in towards the neck, moving back and forth. Often we're holding tension, we don't even realize that we're holding the tension. So just notice, as you gently massage yourself here, there's any tension being released. Once more in each direction. And then lowering the hand. This time we're going to take our fingertips to the back of the neck, starting at the base of our skull, gently massaging, working down the neck and back up the neck. Noticing if you're holding any tension here. Working down the neck, back up the neck, down the neck, and back up the neck. And releasing the fingers and bringing your hands to your lap. Now close your eyes for a moment. Let's lower one ear towards the shoulder, feeling a gentle stretch in the side of the neck. Breathing deeply, sitting nice and tall. Think about your posture. One more breath here. Bringing the head back to center, and this time slowly lowering to the opposite side so we can stretch the other side of the neck. Sitting tall, breathing deeply, relaxing the shoulders. One more breath here. Returning the head to center, and this time lifting the chin as if you were looking up at the ceiling. Getting a nice stretch in the front of the neck. One more breath. Coming back to center, and this time bringing the chin into the chest, getting a nice stretch in the back of the neck. One more breath here. Returning to center, you can open your eyes. Let's bring our hands down by the sides of our chair. One more movement for our wrists. Doing circles as we allow the arms to rise up by our sides. Coming in front of the body, lowering back down. Coming back to the side, rising up. Coming in front of the body, lowering down. And pausing, and this time changing direction of that wrist circle. Rising the arms up to the sides. Coming down in front of the body. Back to the sides, rising up the sides. Coming back down in front of the body and pausing the arms at the sides of your chair. Let's inhale, bring the hands up overhead, palms together. Let's lower the hands to heart center, closing our eyes. Let's take a moment to do another scan of our bodies, starting at the crown of our head, working down to our toes. Noticing any changes from the scan at the beginning of class. Yoga is a practice, and you'll find the more you come back to the practice, the more you will enjoy the practice of yoga. Thank you so much for sharing your energy in this practice today, taking this mindful time for movement and self-care. I hope you have a fantastic day. Namaste. Thank you so much for subscribing, and until next time, bye-bye.